Hey guys, it's Marvin Ambrosius here for another amazing episode of 5 Minutes with Marv. I've got an amazing guest with me. I've got Louise Gookey, who is going to be talking to me about her fitness journey in a little short space of 5 minutes. So here we go from now. So Louise, what does fitness mean to you?
Fitness means to me being healthy on the inside and the outside, so mentally as well as physically.
Okay, brilliant. And with working out, do you work out like once, 3 times a week? How many times a week do you work out?
Oh, if I can, 5. But I like doing shorter stints. So I'll do like a half an hour hit 5 times a week if I can.
Okay, so you can do my workouts. I like it.
Yeah.
And do you like doing body weight, or do you like using weights as well?
Yes. So, I mean, obviously, like lockdown made me buy some kettlebells and some dumbbells. So I'll use them in the house. And then if I'm at the gym, I'll use some weights. But I mix it up. So I won't use weights every session.
Okay. And with there being the lockdown and that being a massive change from going to the gym before, do you feel like you've attained new habits that have made you work out more consciously than what you did when you had a gym to go to?
Yes, I actually think I'm more consistent, which I think with the gym, it's an effort to get to. So there's always an excuse not to go. Whereas if I'm only doing, and like with lockdown when nothing was going on, it was very easy to get into that routine. So I could just get up, walk the dog, come back, do half an hour, because that's nothing, and then get on with my day. So I actually think it made me more consistent, which made me feel better. And then, now we're here. So I've tried to keep it up post-lockdown.
No, that's good. That's great. Because I've noticed that as a common trend with everybody. It's like they're more consistent now because they haven't got an excuse not to put their shoes on and leave. So that's a great answer. I love that. And with social media and you being in the public eye as a presenter, do you feel that social media has a warped sense of reality to what we're supposed to look like as a woman and as a man? I think it's worse for women, but like, what's your opinion on that?
Yeah, I think it's utterly ridiculous. So I try desperate. I don't edit. I'll stick a filter and like brighten my photos. As in like, I'm sorry, not a filter. I'll like use the brightness and maybe put the contrast up just so it aesthetically looks pleasing. Yeah. But I actively try, and actually I never have edited any of my pictures to warp whatever's going on, because I think it is so dangerous. It's ridiculous, because then you meet these people in real life and you go,
who are you?
Anything like that.
Who are you?
And I mean, don't get me wrong. Obviously, like modeling is a skill within itself. And absolutely. But for, I would look at my niece, she's 13, I hope, so I get that wrong, coming up, and I was like, I would hate for her to, and I know she is, looking at these people going, oh, that's what I aspire to be, because the reality is we don't look like that. So I actually really like the body positivity movement coming over. Yeah. So people sticking on like properly unfiltered photos at the worst angles. So I'm like, just show your best, but don't deny your worst as well, because it's all there.
Exactly. There was at one point in our life, we couldn't choose the photograph that was taken of us. And I always say that to people, that's why there's some bad pictures.
Oh, God.
But that's because you couldn't choose it. But have you ever felt the pressure yourself in any situation where you're like, I've got to make sure I look good, and then realize that, no, this isn't the way? Like, did you ever have that pressure before?
Yeah, well, so before I started presenting, I was actually in musical theatre. So I've been a dancer since I was young. And I mean, that was pressure to stay in shape. Yeah. And I mean, I don't think I was that healthy in the way that I did it. In fact, I would strongly recommend that I wasn't. Then when I ended up going to drama school, and, that didn't help because there was no support into like diets or, the mental health side of things. So you do get health, and, food's something you can control. Yeah. It wasn't until much, into my 20s, probably 25, 26, when I actually did an online food diary thing. And I realized actually how unhealthy I'd been. Yes, I was, I actually would say I was probably a size smaller than I am now. And I'm a 10.
But there's a difference between health and health aesthetically and health internally. Exactly. Yeah.
Whereas now I think I'm much healthier, but I'm a little bit bigger, but mentally I'm stronger, physically I'm stronger. And I still fit into the same size clothes. That's not, I've still got bones, they're not going anywhere.
Exactly.
But I did feel huge pressure as well on social media for a while to always look perfect. And I think that was when social media started playing a really big role in everyone's lives and work, and you had to be online and present and all the time. Yeah. And then I just stopped one day. I just was like, I can't do this. And I literally stopped. And I was like, I just post pictures I like.
Yeah, I've pretty much went through that as well at one point. I was like, do you know what? I just don't know why, in order to prove myself and what I'm doing, why do I have to post all the time? It's like, this isn't what I do. And I've realized now, this is just how it is. But then at the same time, you can move in silence. Someone said to me the other day, which is really good. You can make so many great moves in silence. It doesn't always have to be in everybody's faces. And everybody wonders, where did this come from? It's because you've been working on stuff in the background. So
I'm so taking that. Thank you very much, Mark.
No, it's good. So, no, it's good. Sometimes it's good to take 10 steps back, but then everybody else doesn't know you've taken the steps back because you're about to move forward. So that's something that we can definitely work on.
Ooh, let's do it. I like that.
Yeah.
What a great
and also as well, working out, going back to the last question now, this is a very important question. I'm a big music person when I work out. I love music. What is your number one go-to song when you need to listen to something that gets you pumped?
Okay.
Hard is a hard one.
It is a hard one. And I'm about to be hugely judged, but this will show.
No, it's fine. This is good. I've had some crazy answers in the past, but like mine is usually like Some Mix-a-Lot, Big Butts. That's my that's my song. Yeah, like when I hear that, I'm hype. I could be exhausted, but when that song comes on, get more energy.
So I reckon I have two, and they're both as cheesy as each other.
Good. What are they?
First is Taylor Swift's "Shake It Off."
Oh, okay. No, that's a good one. That's a good workout. That's a good workout.
And Spice Girls, Spice Up Your Life.
That's a funny one, but I can understand because there's nothing but positivity in it.
Exactly.
And it's dancey, it's bounce. Yeah. But yeah, so that makes sense. That makes complete sense. Yeah. Oh, that's good.
The cheesier, the poppier, the better in my life. I need something that's going to make me.
I'm not sure if I've said this on another show before, but there's another one which I will out cheese you. It's You Spin Me Right Round is one of mine as well. Like I've played that in spin classes. People look at me like I'm nuts. Like, is he really playing You Spin? But if you listen to that song, you can't not be happy when you listen to it. It's just, but it's hilarious as well because it reminds me of Wedding Singer, and then I can just see the scene going at the same time. But that's a whole nother story. But Louise, thank you so much for coming on the show. I really appreciate you coming in. Like I said, it's not too much long of an interview, but we got enough information to know that health and lifestyle is everything, and treating yourself the best you can for your mental and physical health is everything as well. So thank you so much.
Thank you. Pleasure.